Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be looking at the latest Riftbound cards to release. We are in the preview season for Vendetta. It means we're going to start ramping up Riftbound content here on the channel. We're going to watch the launch video for the first time. It's going to reveal some cards, and then we're going to deep dive into the rest of the cards that have been revealed elsewhere. Without wasting any more time, let's jump into it. Alright, so I haven't seen this as of yet, so this is going to be a first reaction on the reveals and the cards. I love this. Riot high. The production level is always phenomenal. Sick. Oh, okay. All right. Show off the back. All right, let's have a look at Kennen. Kennen isn't a legend that I'm overly familiar with. I don't think he was around when I was playing League, to be honest. So I'm not super excited about him, but nonetheless, let's jump into it. He is Chaos and Order. When you play a card from anywhere other than your hand, empower me. So let's touch on empower as a new keyword. Every time Riot releases a new Riftbound set, there is a bunch of keywords that are introduced. In this instance, this new keyword is called empower. Empower is a permanent keyword. So once your unit is empowered, they stay empowered until they become disempowered. In this instance, there is no direct effect from Kennen being empowered. However, his effect comes when he's disempowered. As we're going to see here, action, disempower me, and then exhaust him. Give a unit assault +2 this turn. Basically, combo would be play a card from anywhere other than your hand. He becomes empowered. From being empowered, you then have the ability, has to be an action, right? So it can't be a reaction, to disempower him, tap him, and give assault to a unit that potentially you just played with, forget the keyword, rush, aggro. It's been a minute since I played some Riftbound. Hope that made sense. We're going to jump into it a little bit later on and take a deep dive, but let's continue on with the trailer. Keely. Alright, Achille is Fury and Calm. Awesome. Power again. So in this instance, in order to get in power, we need to pay 3 energy and 1 power. And this will empower her. Keep in mind, units can't be empowered more than once. So an action ability, you need to exhaust her if it's your turn, move a friendly unit in a showdown to base, and if I'm empowered, ready it. So she can use that ability without having to be empowered. However, you get the bonus of readying said unit if she's empowered. That's an interesting combination. That's actually quite cool. I like the color combo there. Big fan of Fury. Not massive into Calm. Like I do like it. Just haven't played a lot with it. Interesting. I'm more of a body player. I quite like body. Let's see. I'm waiting for Nasus, to be honest. That's what I'm most excited about. I know Nasus is coming out in this set, so hopefully they showcase Nasus. And Renekton's also dope.
Need some help, Shangren? I'm at 7 points. You're at 6 points.
It's actually crazy that I've met Dave in person. It's actually insane to me that he signed my Rengar card. I don't know. Let's see if it's here. I just not here, but like I'll show it at some point in the future. It's just crazy to me. He's such a cool dude, really down to earth. Amazing experience. I love the Power Poro or Poro Power Fitness. That's sick. I love that they went all out with this. It's so cool.
Looks like I've already won.
Well, Cannon is all I need. I play
Oh.
Cannon, Storm, or Shuriken.
Here we go. Okay, so champion unit. He's a 3 energy, 1 recycle, 1 power, and 4 might. Play me. Burn. So burn's a new keyword. Here we go. Burn 2. Put the top 2 cards of your main deck into your trash. Okay, so anytime you burn, you're going to discard essentially your main 2. Well, not discard. It specifically doesn't say discard. So you're just going to trash. You're going to burn. I think that's going to be really important because there are some cards that work off of the discard keyword and it doesn't explicitly say that, so you wouldn't be getting that effect. In this instance, it's just grabbing 2 from your main deck and putting them into the trash. And then anyway, conquer, give a spell in your trash, flow. Flow is another keyword. Equal to its cost this turn. Let's read that again. When I conquer, give a spell in your trash, flow, equal to its cost this turn. When I conquer, give a spell in your trash, flow, equal to its cost this turn. You may play it from your trash for its flow cost, then banish it. Okay, that took me a minute to like my head around. So essentially, let's recap it. Kennen, when you play him, you burn 2 the top of your deck, right? And then when he conquers, you get to give a card in your trash flow. That is the ability to play it for its cost, equal to its cost from your trash. So you don't need to have it in your hand. This is a really cool concept. Getting value out of your trash and not having to worry about the cards that you're burning in your deck. This seems like it's going to be a really high spell deck. This is cool. I like this. Having more chaos tricks, some people are going to rage through the roof, but I think it's decent. It's awesome. Let's continue on.
I put 2 cards from my deck into trash.
Ooh, Ocean Drake.
And my turn.
Are we going to go back?
Playing burn, more like
GG's, Dave. GG's.
Or like,
Hang on. Let's go back just because I don't know if they're showcasing it. Alright, we got Ocean Drake. You may play me to an open battlefield. Holy shit. Okay. He's an 8 energy, 2 power, 7 might. Play him to an open battlefield. When you play me, you may return a non-dragon unit to its owner's hand. So you can either bounce back a dragon unit of yours or a dragon unit of theirs. Sick. Wow. Purple. Chaos. You're always getting some crazy cards, aren't you?
Into trash.
And then Shadow of the Past. Return up to 2 units from trashes to their owner's hand. Okay, return. So it's wow. So the synergy of this deck, you really have the ability to replay your spells, but then also get back your units if you've lost them. Honestly, Kennen, like this is a cool concept. I really like this. This is a really cool concept. I don't know how well it's going to work outside of Kennen, but this is a cool archetype for sure.
And my turn.
All right, let's go. Nasus! Oi! Okay, unit. My boy! Okay, Calm. Looks like I am now a Calm main, ladies and gentlemen. We were talking shit about Calm, but I'm a Calm main now. So we go 8 energy, 1 power, 8 might, Ascended Champion unit, Deflect 2, pain in the ass. So essentially, Deflect's an old keyword. You're not familiar with it. Essentially, people need to pay power in order to choose this specific unit with ability and or move on to Empower. 8. What in the heck? So play your boy, and then not on the ability that he's played, not on the turn that he's played, but you can essentially turn after, empower him by tapping 8 energy, and then when I conquer you... Oh, nice one, Dave. That was strategic finger placement by Dave. We'll see. I'm pretty sure the whole card's been revealed, so wait until the end. We'll get to Piltover and we'll have a look there.
While he's empowered, when I conquer, I'll get an extra point.
Oh, is there. When conquered, you score 1 point. Okay, so you get 2 points instead of 1. There's food on the table. You kill me here, Dave.
So even though I don't control both battlefields,
We'll still win the game.
that's right. Booyah!
I'll send him back to your hand.
Wind and Ghost. 3 power. Action. Choose a unit at a battlefield. If it has 3 might or less, banish it. Otherwise, return it to its owner's hand. 3 might or less, so it's fight or flight. Essentially, unit at a battlefield. If it has 3 might or less, banish it, so they can't get it back. No trash recycle. Otherwise, return it to its owner's hand. But it's an action. Cool. Interesting.
It's fine. I'll play Akali, Deadly Weapon.
Let's go new Akali. So Akali, Deadly Weapon, champion unit. She's a 3/3, no power recycle. That's awesome. I'm here for it. That's actually quite strong. Alright, cool. So let's go ahead. When she moves, inherently, she deals 1 damage to a unit at a battlefield, whether she's moved to or from there. If she's empowered, she now does 2 and also has an extra might. I'm actually really enjoying the design of these cards so far.
She's coming for you.
I send in Kennen, Storm of Shuriken. That gets me a point.
Yeah, her only unit.
Or is it? Kennen gives me flow to any spell in my trash.
Okay.
I have this one.
And he's going to bring back
Shadows of the past.
from there to their hand.
Welcome back.
Ocean Drake. And then onto the open battlefield. Alright, we skipped ahead.
I can play him to any open battlefield. That gets me my final point.
Chenren finally won. Let's go. GG's. And the rest was history.
Hi, I'm Jangan.
And I'm Dave.
Vendetta is our set about rivalry, clashes between former friends, immortal enemies, and members of the same family.
Yeah, stories go way back. And some people peaked in high school.
And some people are still chasing that rematch.
Okay, we don't talk about that.
Anyway, Vendetta will be released in China on July 31st.
And the English release will be on July 31st.
Hey, that's
Yay. Okay.
And Vendetta will have parity with English and Chinese versions releasing together.
We're really excited to have even more players around
That's
the world
huge. It
practice
feels
packs
quicker than we
and
thought.
making decks all at the same time.
For the first time, Riftbound introduces legends with enemy domains: Fury and Calm, Mind and Body, Order, and Chaos.
These domains don't usually go together, but Vendetta is all about opposites clashing and elevating each other.
We also have rival legends, specifically designed to play against each other. Take Shen and Zed, fierce rivals in the lore, now built with opposite playstyles in Riftbound.
Shen loves to hold
Ooh.
battlefields, while Zed loves to conquer them. They're designed to push each other and the players.
Oh, I've always loved this. This is such a cool concept. I'm really hoping, they'll probably talk about it now, but I'm really hoping they dive further into this. Like each unit, right? You got a Z champion unit, Shen champion unit. They have specific interactions built into the card. So like if I see Z at a battlefield, do X, Y. But only with that specific, trigger. Sick. I really hope that they introduce something like that.
Kind of like, again, we don't talk.
But we could have a rematch.
Okay, but don't get to keep this hair.
All right, that was it. So, available everywhere July 31st. And then the pre-release start July 24th. You best believe I'm ahead to a pre-release Rift. I'm excited to get my hands on Vendetta. Let's go ahead and look at this. So this is Blade Twirler. It is a 4 energy, 4 might. The first time I move each turn, choose a player. They burn 1. Put the top card into their main deck. That's annoying. So you just have the inherent ability just to destroy their top card out of their deck. That's frustrating. I like it. I love it. And it's the first time he moves each turn. That is actually kind of insane. Considering the Chaos combinations with moving. Anyway, that's insane. We got a Punching Poro, some more Poro love. Empower, discard 1, pay the cost, empower me, use only if not empowered. So you discard 1 to give him empower, and then he becomes a 2/3. Cool. Just finding new uses for the keyword. Kai Reaper is, when I attack, you may pay 1 power to give me, 1 fury, to give me assault +2. Wow, he's a 3/6 when attacking. I like it. That's quite strong. I like it. And he's a recycle 1 to begin with. I actually still think that's pretty worth it. So essentially he's a 3 cost, 2 power, 6 might. Interesting. Renekton! Oh my god, look at this artwork. What the heck? Yo, Renekton is just going hard with Nasus. I love this rivalry between them. So accelerates. You may pay, everyone knows what accelerate does. Essentially, rush. That's the keyword, what it was. When I attack, if you control 4 or fewer runes, deal 2 to all enemies. So essentially, if you've recycled, so it benefits from recycling runes. If you're at a point where you've recycled enough and you're currently under 4, you deal 2 damage to all units there. I don't know how inherently strong that's going to be. I feel like that's a pretty mid card. It's a sick looking card, but he's got Accelerate, so that's cool. But then he's a 7/1 with 6 might, and then deals 2 damage if only having... I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see what Renekton's ability is. This is the alt art. This is Pool Party Renekton. We love this. Such a sick card. Same thing, but just the alt art. We got Akali, so we saw Akali before. This is not the alt art either. It's just a sick looking card, so we're not going to go through that. We've got Twilight Shroud. Give a unit +1 this turn. It can't be chosen by enemy spells and abilities this turn. Alright, I like it. And then Flow 2, you may play this from your trash for its flow cost, then banish it. Wait, so if a card has flow, like in this instance, if it was burned or placed in my trash, could I then activate flow from my trash to play it? So in this instance, its flow cost is 2 instead of the 1, but then you banish it. I feel like you could, because the whole point of it is I can't rinse and repeat and do it multiple times, and that's why you force to banish it. That's a cool card. That could be sick. We got Riven. I absolutely adore Riven. Love Riven. We've seen this card. It's been out for quite some time, so we'll have a look just in case you've missed it. Weapon Master, you play me. Equip. So this was introduced in Spirit Forge. Essentially, it's to do with all the weapons. But when I attack, choose an enemy unit here. Deal 2 damage to it for each equipment attached to me. More equipment attached, stronger she becomes. That's cool. I like it. There isn't a Riven leader, which sucks, so I don't know how much synergy she's got. We've got Shen. He is the new champion unit. When I hold, if there's exactly one other unit here, you control, here, draw 1. Alright, so. Nothing too crazy. Ooh, there we got Nasus. So we saw Nasus before. No need to go over him. Ooh, this is the alt art. I forgot what skin this is. Is this God Nasus or whatever it is? I actually forgot. Help me out here. This is sick. This is cool. So this is the alt art variant. We got Cloud Drake. When you play me, he's a 6/5. When you play me, draw 1. So we're adding some more draw power. We've got a patched Plorobot. He's a unit gear. What the heck? Unit with gear. I enter exhausted. When you play me, if you control 3 or more gear, draw 1. Wow, because gear normally doesn't enter exhausted, but when you play me, if you control 3 or more gear, draw 1. Oh wow, so they're combining gear and units? Interesting. Very interesting. It's cool. I'm here for it. More ways to spice up the game. Did we look through this? I feel like I skipped this. When you play me, so Tomb Raider, Bara. This is cool. 4, Calm. When you play me, if you control 7 or more runes, choose an enemy gear. If it's empowered, disempower it. Otherwise, kill it. When you play me, if you control 7 or more runes, choose an enemy gear. So if an enemy gear is empowered, so this must be in reference to that patched Plorobot. Alright, interesting. We've got Mel. Mel is Mind Champion Unit. Oh no, she's a spell. My bad. Decree of Insight. Reaction spell. Ignore, deflect. While playing this spell cost. Sick. Give an enemy body unit -5. Wow, this targets a specific domain. This is kind of like that rivalry I was talking about, but domain centric. This is cool. I want to see more of this. This is dope. Alright, cool. Ignore, deflect as well. That's huge. Give an enemy body unit -5 this turn. Nice way to counter, what's it called? First punch? I forget. We've got Jace over here. When you play me, or on the first time you play a non-token gear each turn, you may ready something besides me that's exhausted. Alright, cool. Pretty mine-centric. You get to essentially, you get reward. This is going to be annoying in Victor. This will be just like another staple card in Victor, just to ready his units and his board once per turn. I like it. Then we got the alt art. This is very cool. This is the... Oh, it's a Mel Champion unit. I thought it was the alt art for a second, then I realized it's a spell. When you play me, draw 1, and then empower, so you have to pay 3 to empower. In this instance, your spells and abilities can't be counted. If a spell or ability you control would give -might to a unit it chooses, it gives an additional -1. Your spells and abilities can't be counted while she's in play, and then if you have a spell or ability it gives -might, it also gives an additional -1 on top of that. What the heck? That seems quite strong. We got the alt art here. This is really cool. I like it. And we got a new gear. This is just solely a gear, but it's an equipment. I can't be moved by enemy spells and abilities. Hallelujah! This is sick. Let's go. This is a purple chaos counter to a degree. I like it. This is really sick. Let's keep going. We got Dame of the Spoiler. Empower 5 and recycle 1 to empower the Dame. When I attack or defend, choose a unit here, increase my might to its might this turn, then give me +1 this turn. Oh my goodness, Body is actually cooking. Let's fucking go. This card is gangster. I'm here for it. This is sick. I'm so excited to play Body. I could put this in my Lee Sin. I could just fuck about and put this in my Lee Sin. Maybe it's time to brush off Lee Sin and give him a go. This is gangster. Let's move on. We got Ambessa. This is just the normal card. I can't see it. This is the alt art. They're both a bit fuzzy, but we've got the text here. So empower 3 to 4. I have, when empowered, I have +3 might and can't be dealt damage unless I'm in combat. So again, anti-spell. I'm here. I'm really excited to play Body just because of the anti-spell, anti-bullshit, essentially. So I'm here for it. We've got Jace. There's quite a few card reveals. I didn't realize actually how many. We've got Jace, Hammer in Hand. Wow. Champion unit. When I become ready, choose one to give me this turn. This is straight up in the Lee Sin deck. This is straight up going my Lee Sin deck. Chuck me on that Udyr and let's go. Okay, I'm here for it. And it's Body. I'm keen. When I become ready, choose one. Give him Assault, give him Deflect, or give him Ganking. It's essentially very similar to Udyr from Origins, having the abilities once, except it was buffed, not ready. This is cool. I fuck with it. This is really cool. And then we got the Jace alt art. Very nice. We got Wild Claw 7. This is a hefty spell. Let's see what it does. Look at the top 5 of your main deck. You may banish a unit or gear from among them and play it, reducing its energy cost by 5. Recycle the rest. Then you may do this. Empower it. Wow. Alright, sick. I wonder what cards we could use this with. Not really J. We want to use it with things that are empowered. Reduce its cost by 5. You could play out an Ambessa. Let's see. There isn't really. It's all in color order. So there hasn't been anything crazy revealed just yet. But we'll keep an eye on it. That's a cool card. Kinku Lifeblade, sorry. Empowered. You have +1 might and ganking. Interesting. It's wow. They're really going hard with the whole empowered. Get it, but it just feels like there's quite a lot. But I do really enjoy the steep costs. I like that it's not cheap. I like that you have to think about it. But I'm just worried that because it's not cheap and the previous sets beforehand, costs for abilities are quite cheap, that we may not see a lot of these being in play because they're just not going to be super competitive. We'll see. When I move, you may burn 1 to give me +1 might. So you get rewarded for burning, and you can do that multiple times. And then Shadow of the Past, we had a look. This is a really cool card. Winded Ghost, we had a look. That was cool. Then we got Zed without a sound. So this champion unit, let's go. I love Zed. When I conquer, play a 0 Shadow Clone unit token to the base. It has when I attack, you may banish a unit from your trash. If you do, give me Assault +4. Yo, that's gangster. Okay, so typical Zed fashion, creates a clone. You're nearly the exact same, 1 might less. You have to banish a card. Give it Assault 4, so you have to be attacking. And then an action, you pay 1 energy, recycle 1 chaos. Move me and the shadow clone you could to others. Move me and a shadow clone you control to each other's location. Wow, interesting plays. Cool. And then we got the Z alts. This is cool. We got Cannon, we had a look at. Ocean Drake. We got Key. Alright, Key Barrier is a order card. We get a reaction. Choose for a 2 cost and 1 recycle. Choose a unit. Prevent the next 7 damage that would be dealt to it this turn. Alright, so it's not like interesting. I don't feel like it's as good as that's body. Undying Yield is body. So this is essentially kind of similar to that, except it has a limit of 7 damage. Interesting. Let's continue on. So we got Ambessa, respected and feared. Order. Jeez, there's a lot going on here. Empower. So you need to +1, so it's 1 energy, 2 order recycled. Use, and then she has an assault +2, so she becomes essentially a 6/2 with 7 might. Whatever, it's not that crazy. When I kill an enemy unit here with less might than me. Never mind, I take it back. It's pretty interesting. Wow. So just kill small bodies. Just see you later if you've got more might. Damn, that ult goes hard. That ult is gangster. That's really cool. I haven't even seen all of the TV, the Netflix show, but I know she's from there. That's gangster. Rogue Assassin, we had a look at that. Akali, I like that. Cool. Renekton, this is my boy. Butcher of the Sand. This is a nice basic leader. He is a body and fury, which are 2 of my favorite colors in Riftbound, especially body. Reaction is a reaction, recycle 2 power, and then you add 2 energy. And then you have to spend this energy only to play units or activated abilities of units. So it's a trade-off. So I can see why the Recton champion unit would work well with this, because you're constantly going to be recycling power in order to get energy, but it's temp energy. I don't know, you'd constantly be staying at a... I don't know how good, we'd have to say. Maybe there are other cards that help ramp and keeping your energy up. I'm not inherently excited to play that, to be honest. And then we got Zed. When I banish a card, so when you banish a card you own, empower me. So this works with the champion unit, because the champion unit have to banish a card. And then action, disempower me, discard 1, and then draw 1. So you get an inherent cycle every time you use your champion unit's ability. I'm not over the moon about it. It's cool. And then, is that the alt art? No, it's a signature spell. Oh, let's go. Burn 3, put the top 3 cards of your main deck into your trash, and then play a 0 clone unit token. It has, when I attack, assault, so it's exactly the same as the champion unit, and then flow 1 energy 2. You may play this from your trash before its flow cost, then banish it. So you have the ability to play it, and then essentially get to play it again if you so choose. Which is really cool. So flow is really nice because if you burn something with flow, you still get the ability to play it. I like this concept. I do actually like Zed. I might play Zed this set. There are some cool cards, and I just think Zed is sick. We got Kennen. We had a look at Kennen before, I believe, and then we've got Kennen Lightning Rush. I don't think we looked at this. This is a signature spell. Look at top 3 cards of your deck, choose 1 card from among them, draw it. Flow 2, play this from your trash. Alright, so starting to get an understanding. This is cool. I do like Flow. I think Flow is a really sick concept. This is a new battlefield. Empower cost of unit here costs 1 energy or 1 power less. And then Sandswept Tomb, each spell that chooses 1 or more unit here that are friendly to what? Hang on. Each spell that chooses 1 or more units here that are friendly to it costs 1 power less. Either my brain or this is cooked. I think it's saying when a spell chooses 1 or more units here that are friendly, like the spell costs 1 power less. I'm still confused. We've got Renekton. This is an L. This is straight up an L all art. What are you doing? Oh my goodness. This is not... I don't like it. And even I don't really like his ability that much either. So, cool. I don't know. I'm not super interested in that. That's a bit of an L. Let me know if you're interested in Renekton. That's not for me. We got phenomenal. Well done, right. This is gangster. When you banish your own cards. So this is just, yeah, the old art of the legend. So sick. We've got Heart of the Tempest, which is... So this is the old art. This is cool. I like it. I like design. This is really reminiscent of a bit Spirit Forgy, I think. But it's very nice. I like the color palette as well. We've got Ari. So this is the champion unit from previous set. When I attack or defend, give an enemy unit here -2 to a minimum of 1. So this is just an old art. What does that say? I thought it says SP. It does. Vendetta, SP3. So they've changed the numbering. Special print 3. Special print 4. Because this is Origin set. So they're doing SPs now. Essentially, that's what they're called. Instead of over numbers. Which I like. Wait, are these still SPs? Nah, this is an over number. Is this still classified? No, it's called an alt art. So it's an SP alt art. Alright, they've changed the ever so slightly. Anyway, it was a bit of a tangent. Let's continue. So this is the empowered token. Show that your units are empowered every time they get empowered. This is a Shadow Clone token. And then Tentacle, an extension of the will of whoever that is. So we got a new Tentacle token. Does that mean we're going to see some Alawi? Please, I love Alawi. Alright, last part of the video, we're going to have a look at the latest article that dropped. Just giving us a bit of more of a deep dive into Vendetta. As you can see, it's the overview. So, let's have a look here. Welcome Vendetta. Yes, it's the 4th set. Focused on the rivalry. We saw that. We watched the video. Cool. We know that the preview 6th to the 18th. So, we're currently on the 8th as the day of this recording here in Australia. Pre-release starts 24th and then release is 31st. I swear it said 30th. Am I tripping? I thought it said 30th. Anyway. We've got Flow. So this will just give us a little bit more of ability. Flow lets you play cards from your trash instead of from your hand. It was inspired by the League champs who use energy and captures the fast recovery and reuse of an ability that they display. Really cool. So we were right. We can play Flow cards from our trash. Very, very cool. Burn is a secondary keyword. Burn sends cards from a main deck to the trash. Some cards burn your own deck to fuel synergies, while others attack your opponent's decks directly. Again, I think it's a great addition to Vendetta. I'm here for it. I love it. Let's see what we've got. Empower. I'm unsure about Empower, but let's see. Cards with Empower on them have the potential to gain ability once they are in play, often after paying a cost. This allows you to get a card on the board one turn and then amplify its might or an effect on another turn. Still, I'm just unsure the power cost and the power difference on in comparison to the empowering it does. So we'll see how that plays out as the season commences. I think it's way too early for me to make judgment. We've got the Empower card on here. New type of cards, this is what we're talking about. Unit Gears. A new unit emerges in Vendetta, Unit Gear. Cards like this little guy count as, you guessed it, both gears and units. Some cool synergy. We get Decrees. While not a new spell, type of spell, Decrees are a cycle of spells that are designed with domain rivalries in mind. This is what I was talking about. This is sick, and this is what we saw. Each domain has a decree that strikes hard against cards of its opposing. This is peak card design. I love this shit. Do more of this, please. This is so cool. One Piece does a little bit of it, but nowhere near as cool as something like this. This is amazing. I want to see more of this. Gives us direct counters to other decks, and it creates this, and this is good against this, and it forces the meta I feel like it just keeps the meta healthy. I feel like it's going to keep the meta quite healthy. Collectability, we've got booster pack rarities, 7 common cards, 3, 2 alt arts, 1 token, 1 information. Cool. The Crystal Rose special number cards are distributed more similarly to a base alt art card and should not be seen as overnumbers. So these Crystal Rose, oh, and that's why it has the SP? Got you. So these are like just standard alt arts. Pack contents are randomized during manufacturing. Any stated appearance rates reflect average across the print run and are not guaranteed. Showcase treatment. The Crystal Rose alt art celebrate Wild Rift's returning Skyline by bringing those fan favorite looks into Riftbound. Right, so the Crystal Rose alt art will appear as often as other alt cards in Vendetta booster packs. They have a special, literally number cover celebrating Wild Rift. These we reserve the over number designated for alt arts which are created by Riftbound. Oh, alright, this is really cool. I'm here for it. Overnumbers in Vendetta, we have 9 new legends, so 9 overnumbers, set to represent with overnumber variants, which can be found with the artist signature as well. And then rival overnumbers, in addition, we have 22 champion units, overnumbered, representing the legendary rivalries from the League universe. These pieces are diptychs? I don't know what that word is. Allowing you to collect and show off your favorite pairings of friends, family rivals, and enemies, all the above. Is an artwork for the or object consisting of 2 equal-sized flat panels complement one another. Oh, okay. Interesting. Cool. Thanks, Riot. You learn something every day. Vendetta line product booster. We got the booster boxes. We got Nasus Renekton up front and center. My boys. Shen. We got the dual products. So this is really good for basic or beginners. Picking up 2 starter decks in one. We got the Vault. It's storage box and then boosters and runes and then pre-rift kits. We got the standard pre-release card that comes with a pre-rift kit. In this instance, it's going to be the Riven card, and that is essentially it. Alright, that's the end of the video. That was something different. We're trying something different. We're going to continue to cover the Riftbound preview as much as possible. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know, because this is really different, and I don't know if, people like it or not, so let me know. It's the only way I know to continue doing videos like this. If you liked it, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, the usual stuff. Road to 1,000. We're going to be covering Riftbound content ramping up now because we're going up into Vendetta. So rest assured that this is the place to be if you're wanting some Riftbound content coming in the future. Besides all that, I will see you guys in the next one.